Person Limo here. Let me jump into the configuration. Today's session we will deal with one of the basic configurations. Let's go to quality management, basic settings. We covered already at setting up clients. We transfer a lot of things, a lot of information, some configuration, some are just catalogs, for example, text, certificate of analysis, default ones, okay? Everything was transferred. Now we need to set up the client level, okay? So let me execute the client level here. Basically, it's already proposed here, replace master data. This is not necessarily a replacement, but will let you do some kind of replace scenario, because in some cases we can update automatically certain parameters for master inspection characteristics, for example, okay? If we use as a reference, that kind of stuff can be achieved with this. So it's advisable to have both the inspection method and the master inspection characteristic, because we will deal with versions, okay? And we want to keep control of the versions and the updates as well. This is for distributing the master data using ALE, okay? It's not necessarily part of the scope, okay, in our scenarios, but if you have an transmission of the data to an external system, for example, you will need to activate this to distribute those values. Sometimes you have a LIMS system and you need to send the characteristics. Sometimes you don't, because the LIMS is handling everything and you just receive the user decision, for example, depending on business needs. The additional inspection characteristics for M-Plan is proposed by SAP 8000, 9000 for characteristic different specifications, configuration, or batches. Okay, this is because keep in mind that when we have inspection characteristics, basically we do not use in all the cases inspection plans, for example. So we need to set up the number for that. Okay, in inspection plan we set up a specific item number, like 10, 20, 30, 100, whatever it is, right? Or sometimes we can also assign this 9000 to be in sync with this approach as well, okay? That is something we will discuss probably, or we already discussed, depending on when you are watching this video. Multiple specification also has to be set up from upfront. Then you can decide in other ways, okay, to use it. But basically we can set it up already here. This is out of a scope for simple scenarios, but we might need this in the future. We cannot go back once it's set up. We cannot go back, or let's say down, right? You can only start using it if you start using it. It's fine, but you cannot stop using it after activation. Remote connections, only if you use this kind of connection, similar to what we said here. This is for a specific C project. It's another system, SAP system. We're not gonna use that in our case scenarios. Then it's proposed already, this value. The highest quality score, of course, 100, makes sense, right? In the lowest quality score can be 1. In a few cases I've done in the past that we are not putting that low and we put 10, for example. This means that basically if something goes wrong, right, instead of adding just 1 to the quality level, you add up, let's say 10, okay? Of course, when everything is fine, you will send 100%, right, as a contribution for the quality score. Quality score, not quality level in this case. Quality score, which is basically for vendor evaluation, okay? And for good quality, 80%, or value, not percent, sorry, because we were talking about 100 as a value, right? But it kind of a percentage, because it's 100, it's the upper limit, then 80, right? 80% is the same thing. We will consider as still in good quality, okay? Less than that, it's not necessarily good quality. The quality level. Now, this is the quality level, okay? Do not, please, I confused that word. Here's just for, as I said, the quality score, okay? Quality level, it's important as well because, dynamic modifications resides on that. I mean, if we need to update this, right? This is a standard, let's say, function module probably, most likely. For this, which is a standard, SAP is proposing this, unless you want to do something different, and then you can choose from others, or you can modify it, okay? You can modify it and create a new one, definitely, right? A Z1. So basically, the way is a small program that will calculate the quality level, right? After the decision, the user decision. Okay, quality notification and defects recording. This is the BOM usage we typically use for production, right? So that's the proposal. This is related to quality notifications, okay, to know what origin of the issue is. Sometimes a raw material belongs to a bill of material, of course, etc. Okay, so this is the basic bill of material usage that it's proposed by the system. Okay, so it's a standard one, let's say. But if you are dealing with PPPI, you might want to put the PI01 instead of PP01. Okay, this is general production, let's say, and this is for process manufacturing. The reason we have more here, it's basically because there are others bill of materials as well, right? It's not only for production, but in this case, we will keep this one here. Sorry, I had an issue with the recording. Anyway, we just finished this one, the BOM usage, PP01 or PI01, depending on your business needs. Now we need to jump into these business processes, okay? So basically with this, we can turn on or activate certain enhancement for certain business processes, okay? I will mention a few of them, and there are two business processes we're not going to deal with it today, okay? Because they are for upper, let's say, not upper, but additional, let's say, additional functionalities. And unless you want to activate them and start using it, you don't need to activate it upfront, okay? So basically, I'm talking about the FMEA, okay? The failure mode and effects analysis, and the audit planning in general, okay? So we're not going to activate that so far, I would say. And so let's focus on the others. Quality inspection, for example, we want this enhancement, okay, for the overview tree. Problem notification analysis, automatic refresh, most of them will be, we need to activate, I mean. Most of them will be enhancement, okay? So if we are dealing with this kind of business processes, we want the new business process to be enhanced, okay? Quality inspection, the same happened here, okay? So we can link a document to the inspection lot. It means we can, right? If you don't need to do it, well, you don't, but if it's active, you're able to do it, okay? Then document to code, same case. We're going to skip the FMEA, okay? Quality data evaluation for this report, okay? Let me just activate it. Inspection master data processing for the QA-08, we want that as well. Quality inspection automatic user decision as well, we want that. And the quality inspection results recording visual display, okay, let's activate that. Display lots with user decision, same case. Display additional specification limits and results recording, yeah. And medium calculation, we also might want that, okay? Normally, we don't have the median, okay? But in this case, it will be active. Inbound certificate for digital, yes, we need the digital signature for certificates because we're going to use that in a video for that functionality. Then we have the lake characteristic creation. Maybe this is not necessarily, but let's activate this so we can take a look at some examples of this. Basically, if you are adding characteristic to the inspection plan, but you already have an inspection lot, okay, this way you can still process the new, let's say, master inspection characteristic, for example, that you added in. Quality inspection, quality information, display status, okay. And the how to use the decision multiple plan selection. Well, maybe this is out of scope for now. Yeah, no, we're not going to activate this one. It's multiple plans, okay? So yeah, so audit planning, yeah, excellent. So we cover most of them. We might need to come back if we're gonna be dealing with the FMEA and the audit in future videos, okay? But so far, this is perfectly fine, okay? Okay, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, make any comments or questions in the video, comments. Thank you, bye-bye.